The killer left no DNA, no blood, and no witnesses. But he forgot about the driver's seat, the gas station camera, and the mouthguard. Those three things sent him to prison. Nicole Pietz was born in King County, Washington, on February 26, 1973. Her parents divorced during her teenage years, a trauma that led her toward alcohol as an escape. She developed a serious addiction that lasted years and caused permanent damage to her health. Her mother, Gail, stepped in and helped her recover through therapy and AA meetings. Nicole overcame her addiction but could never have children due to the physical toll. Despite this, she rebuilt her life, earning degrees, working as a fitness trainer, and securing a position at a mobile communications company. She appeared successful and happy. In the mid-1990s, Nicole met David at the sports club where she worked. He was a regular visitor, tall and handsome, and 4 years younger. They began a relationship that lasted 8 years before marrying in Hawaii in 2002. They settled in Linwood, Washington, buying a house and appearing to neighbors as the ideal couple. Nicole adored animals and filled her home with dogs. She continued leading AA meetings. But beneath the surface, problems were growing. David struggled to hold jobs, spent money on drinking, and the financial strain on the household was mounting. In 2006, days before her 33rd birthday, Nicole vanished. She failed to show up for her AA meeting, which she never missed. She also didn't go to work. Her mother, Gail, couldn't reach her and called David, who claimed they had argued, and he assumed she was still upset. The police refused to investigate initially, as she was an adult and less than a day had passed. Her car was also missing, leading investigators to believe she might have left voluntarily. But Gail and Rod knew something was terribly wrong and immediately flew to Linwood. Days later, a jogger found Nicole's body in an overgrown park area. She was naked, badly beaten, and had been strangled. The brutality of the crime shocked everyone. Gail collapsed upon identifying her daughter and required medical help. David's reaction, however, seemed strangely detached and lacking genuine grief. The police searched for Nicole's car, hoping it would provide answers. Weeks later, it was found in a parking lot, completely clean. No blood, no signs of struggle, and no DNA except Nicole's and David's. The investigation quickly stalled. The car's driver's seat revealed that the last person behind the wheel was taller than Nicole, pointing to a man. The gas station footage showed someone resembling David using Nicole's bank card after her death, but the image was too unclear to identify him conclusively. Nicole's wedding ring, which she always wore, was found at home. This suggested she had been killed there, not abducted. Police withheld information from the family, and Gail began suspecting David. Her accusations were dismissed as grief by many, but she never stopped believing he was responsible. David lost interest in the investigation after 6 months. He stopped communicating with Gail and Rod, remarried quickly, and had a child. This devastated Gail, especially because Nicole could never have children. David appeared to have moved on completely, living a comfortable life while Nicole lay in her grave. Meanwhile, the police had quietly made David their prime suspect. They collected evidence piece by piece over 6 years, waiting for the right moment to arrest him. David seemed to believe he had gotten away with the murder. The dental mouthguard found in Nicole's mouth proved she was killed while sleeping. She used it to prevent teeth grinding and only wore it at night. This explained why she was naked and without makeup. The driver's seat in her car matched David's body type. Cell phone records showed both David's and Nicole's phones moving together through the city after her death, as he attempted to mislead investigators by sending messages from different locations. The evidence was circumstantial but compelling, and the police felt they finally had enough. 6 years after the murder, David was arrested and charged. He was stunned, believing the case had been closed. He failed a polygraph test and continued to deny everything. The prosecution presented the gas station footage, the car seat analysis, the phone records, and the dental mouthguard as key evidence. The defense argued there was no DNA or physical proof tying David to the crime. But the jury began to see the pattern of deception. David had been living a double life while Nicole struggled alone. The trial exposed the truth about the marriage. David had been unemployed, drinking heavily, and cheating on Nicole with multiple women. He spent her earnings on bars and parties. He mocked her sobriety and pressured her into sexual acts she refused. Gail had begged Nicole to leave him, but she loved him and believed he would change. The prosecution painted David as a man who murdered his wife to escape his failing marriage and financial troubles. His remarriage and new child only reinforced this image of cold indifference. David was found guilty and sentenced to the maximum prison term. Justice had finally been served after more than 7 years. For Gail and Rod, the verdict brought long-awaited closure. The case demonstrated that even the most carefully planned crime can be unraveled through patience and attention to small details. Nicole's legacy as a helper and leader in the AA community endured. Her story serves as a warning that danger can hide behind the mask of a perfect marriage. In the end, the little things convicted him.